He should have started screaming that.
Yeah, I nearly.
That would have been, if he did, that'd be terrifying for Zach.
I did.
One does that. Oh my God, that would be, I would leave.
And he wanted to call me Matt the Mauler Brown. I said, no. And I said, call me Concrete King, brother.
Nah, that's hectic shit. I would punched it in the back.
I would never.
Welcome, everybody. Now, you may be sitting there going, oh, they're all here, but I've got something to tell you. This is actually an image of Michael. It's not actually Michael.
He's dead.
So,
no, sorry.
You
made that joke.
I can do that. It's not on camera. There's no proof.
Oh!
It's pretty.
Yeah, I'm offended as well.
But anyway, so it's not going to be your regular podcast because obviously we don't have Michael here. So it's not going to be our regular segments and stuff. Michael is okay. He's been discharged from hospital today, but for an entire week, he was in hospital and it was a video gone wrong. He ate some stuff. It got stuck in him and they just could not get it out. Like, it was rough, man. We're going to have a full detailed podcast about it all next week when Michael's here, but just know that he's okay. He's out of hospital. It's all good. We will be back to business as usual starting next week. But we thought, since Michael wasn't at the fight night anyway, we thought we'd do a bit of a podcast special about the Browns fight night. And at the end of this, website members will know last year we did like a bit of a doco on mine and Michael's fight. So at the end of this podcast, we're going to have some footage of Matt's progress from when he was a stupid piece of shit at the beginning.
Whoa.
And then slowly became less and then became quite good at the end and lost a bunch of weight and did really well. So that'll be at the end of this, but we're just going to recap the fight night of last week. So apologies, it's not a regular podcast, but Michael's not here, so it's not right. We can't do it. Also, just on that topic, the uncut podcast is due to be out now on the website, but obviously we haven't been able to film at all because Michael's been really unwell. So it's going to come out. It's just going to come out a little bit later this month, so probably 2 weeks. Okay, so probably 1 week from when you're hearing this. All right, so just give 1 or 2 weeks. So probably the end of May. There'll be one, and then again at the beginning of June. So you get two kind of close together. So I apologize that it's late, but Michael nearly died. So
it's Michael's fault is what we're saying.
Exactly. But yeah, we'll have more details on exactly what happened next week. So, but yeah, just know he's all good. But anyway, Matt Brown.
We've got aircon.
Yeah, we finally got aircon and we're moving sets in a month.
It's cold now.
This couch is going to never be again.
What are you going to do with the couch?
Throw it on the fire we can see right there.
Look, Matt, so how you feeling now? So just so you know, the fight was 2 days ago, Matt's fight. James, you might hear James's voice a bit raspy. I'm feeling it quite too. It was a big night and hung as all day Sunday and just have got the post-party blues. So excuse the little lack of energy as well. We're struggling, man. Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's because we're old.
Well, you didn't even get as up as I thought you would, you dog.
Yeah, I don't know.
Late,
it just sort of, by the time, first fight, I thought, I'd be like, I'll get out and get up. And then, I don't know, it just sort of didn't. And you're so busy walking around saying hello to everyone.
And so many people to talk to.
So many people wanted to hold your hand and stuff. Well,
talk us through it, Matt. What did you feel? What did you feel right before? Did you get a bit nervous?
I think I was just more nervous of just getting in there and being ready to go. Like, because, they were so, the whole like Alpha Events Co. who run it, the Alpha Blokes guys and their partners who run it, they were on the ball.
Yeah, that very big good step up, like in production value from last year to this year, like massive difference. So it's exciting to see. And
I'm talking about the actual event. I'm like, obviously I heard the pay-per-view went to but
that's separate from the Alpha event.
That's not them, but
what was the back room like? Because you seemed pretty chill. People ask me, how's Matt? I'm like, he's way more chill than Marty and Michael were last year.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Everyone handles it differently, don't they? I got there and there was no one there. So the back room was dead quiet and I just sat there and I was like, And I'm here. I was just sort of sitting on
What
my
have I
own.
done?
But then Jerry, my coach, rocked up, and it was all just sort of chats. He knew lots of people already, so he was all, comfortable around his people. And then we just sitting there chatting, walked around, looked at the venue. And I don't know. Yeah, it was like stress in my head and not like outside of me, if you know what I mean. There's nothing stressful going on around you.
You definitely looked tense when you first started hitting the pads though.
Dude, so tense. I couldn't, I was just
like this. It's real tense. Your shoulders up real high and you like that. And you
I
gas yourself real quick.
Yeah, I was so tired after the warm up. I was like, is that normal? And you're like, yeah, normal. And just trying to get my head into it. And I don't know. There's definitely things I would have done a bit different, just sort of warming up, what music I would have listened to, things like that.
What would you have listened to given the choice?
Celine Dion.
Well, I downloaded the UFC song because that got me pumped earlier in the day. And then I forgot to play it once I was in there. And I don't know. It was just stuff like that.
Did you listen to the Goggins video I sent you?
Yeah, listen to the Goggins video.
I was going to shame you so publicly then if you said no.
I listened to 2.
You just stop. Marty's got something important to announce.
So this year so last year when we were there, it was just one big back room and everyone had their spot to sort of get ready. And I agree with everyone. You could just sit there and look across at your opponent, and it was a weird atmosphere.
Yeah, that was.
And
rough,
so everyone coming in and out. I honestly didn't bother me that much, but I thought as a fighter that would kind of give me the.
Yeah, especially if you're on later and you have to stare at them for a long time.
And watch them warm up and you analyze. I remember Bryzy and Knuckles watching you hit some pads, and I remember him just going, "Oh."
Yeah, so it was a bit of that going on. And I think, I think you're right. If I did feel tense, and I felt like, if they were watching me warm up, I don't know if that would have given him more confidence or what.
Well, he would have seen you a southph straight away.
And he would have seen I was southpaw. Yeah.
That little trick up your sleeve.
Yeah. But once everyone sort of started a row, I think it was just, I was like, when's everyone getting it? Like all that sort of stuff was in my head.
Yeah.
Because for me, like for you guys last year, I think you guys just went and I didn't know what it was dealing with that. And I think that's what, did all the shirts get there? Is everyone going to be all right finding their seats? And I was just, I don't know, that's all the stuff going through my phone was going off.
That's a shame. You should just try and ditch that.
Yeah.
That's my job.
Yeah. It was hard
that.
It was hard to get away from that.
Yeah,
it went fine, Matty. You'll be happy to know. I directed everyone to their seats, gave them their wristbands.
I heard you did very well. And then we sit down and started rapping, and I don't know, hands rapping, not rapping, you know what I mean?
That would have been so sick.
There ain't a problem that we can't.
Don't.
And then, I don't know. It was just a calm sort of little world. I was just pacing a bit, and you're right, just felt tense.
What about the fight?
Oh,
no.
Sorry,
not yet. Not yet. Because now we talk about the cool part.
What cool part?
The walkout.
Oh, the walkout is the best bit.
You've been looking forward to that your whole life. Ever since you were a little girl, you've been looking forward to that.
Yeah, that is the best part about doing anything in that whole event.
It would have been good if you did the walkout and then you just go backstage again and start drinking.
Man.
Yeah, I would have
Who's
rather.
the best walker-outer?
Yeah. No, it was good.
You were fired up. You were like walking back and forward, and I was getting fired. I was like, come on, Brown.
I had to, because I was first, I was stood at the entranceway and I could see the ring, and then they were like, you're going out in 1 minute or something like that. I was like, sweet. And then next minute we're just there for ages. And so I was like, so I was just pouncing back and forth. Emil was chucking the rocket fuel down my throat.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
And usually that gives you a buzz, but I think the adrenaline was high, so I didn't feel anything. And then just the music hit, and all I heard was, I think it was Mon and Jenna and Chris and Chrissy was going, woo! Right, because they were right there.
Yeah, they were screaming so loud.
But the walkout was one of the best things ever. And
you raced because we watched it today.
I tried to slow. I
you
tried
were so
to go
fast, so speedy.
Michael did the same thing, just the anxiety, just.
Well, Michael can't help it.
He's the
fastest walker in the world.
I was trying to listen for the music, and I was like, all right, and you see me go a little bit slow out, and I was like, oh. And then I was like, I gotta go. And I didn't want to sort of wander, I was a bit lost. I saw someone last year sort of wander out and be like sort of, the ring's there. and I was like, he was literally like that, and so I don't know.
Should have crawled out on all fours.
Arch your back
like a tiger.
Can someone do that if you're ever there? That'd be funny.
Yeah, and then anyway, so the fight started.
Yeah, fight started, and then I honestly don't remember.
Do you remember? Did you have a game?
First, one question. I always think like when you're standing there and the fight's just about to start and you got all the introductions and you got that like 2-3 minute period. What'd you do? Did you like avoid looking Zach in the eye? Did you look him in the eye?
Yeah, no, I didn't look at him. I looked at
check out the bloody ring girls or something. Mate.
No, I didn't. I don't know. I think I looked over a few times, but I think it was more what I did when you guys were fighting. I was trying to look around at the stadium,
enjoy it a bit.
Yeah, I was trying to sort of take it in a bit.
That must be wild walking out. Like, I mean, I walked out too, but when you're the fighter and there's just 6,000 people, that's hectic.
And
no one gets to do that.
It was like it was somewhere between 5. I think it was about 5,000. It was it was very. Yeah, it was once in a lifetime thing, eh?
And
not necessarily.
Oh, it could be somewhere. But anyway, we were sort of looking at each other, and then I remember because Jerry, my trainer, said, "Get in the ring and have a feel for the ring if you want." And I was like, "Oh no, it's okay. Like I'm fine." He goes, "No, get in." And then there was lots of people there. This is earlier on before the thing, and I just sort of said no. But that's something I wish I did. Is get in and get a feel for the ring for
you said no, you?
Yeah, we're just
usually so open to everything.
No, I never say no to Jerry. I don't know why.
We're teasing you because you say no a lot.
I never say no to
Have you seen comments in the podcast at the moment that you're literally getting the nickname Matthew No Brown?
No.
Really look at the comments, my friend.
See?
Yeah, and it just sort of it was a funny moment where I was like I wanted this last minute motivation hit to hit me, and it never came. And I was just sort of in my head, I was like, hurry up and start.
Yeah.
They just talk and talk and talk. And I was like,
you should have started screaming that.
Yeah, I nearly.
That would have been, if he did, that'd be terrifying for Zach. If one does that. Oh my god, I would leave. I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, the announcer,
fight this guy.
Unless there's only one announcer in the world would I stand at attention and listen to, and you know who that is.
Yeah. John Farnham.
Yeah.
John Farnham, yeah.
But he was just going on, and I did feel like turning around just going, hurry up. And
yeah, his spiel was weird. It sort of was about you, but you could tell he knew nothing about you.
Yeah, he did send me a text and said something about it, and he wanted to call me Matt the Mauler Brown. I said no, and I said call me Concrete King, brother.
Yeah.
And so I think I was just waiting for all that to end, and then just as it was about to start, I was like, oh, we're starting. This is it, finally. And then I don't know, it was just in there, and I can't remember.
Did you have a game plan, or you weren't thinking?
I did want to do a bit, which I didn't do, was put a bit more shots at the body, which I just didn't do.
You were landing at the head though.
It's weird because
you threw a couple of shots to the body.
In sparring, I feel like the sparring is so much longer.
No, really?
So much longer. And then
I must say,
I felt like the rounds were really long.
I felt the opposite.
Yeah. And I remember going, all right, I'm gonna do a couple of these and try this, and then next minute it was over, and I was like, every time I thought I'm gonna do this and this, and then it just sort of was.
We've quick. Heaps, more than you thought you would be?
Yeah. As soon as I got out there, I was like, and half your energy's gone. I felt like as soon as you start, because I think it's just the nerves of being out there. But you were saying to me in the back, what'd you say? You were saying catch counter. That was in my head a fair bit as well, and that worked as well. I caught him a fair few times.
That's straight left, and then he caught on his. You could tell his coach, and we watched it back. Just then, you could see him going jab, jab, straight, jab, jab, straight. So that's what he started doing then. Just your backhand.
Yeah, I did. But yeah, I think I've rewatched a bit of footage, and then there was a few times where I caught him, and then the ref was just there and stopped it in the second round. That's the only bits I remember where I was like, I thought it was over because he jumped straight in so quick.
Yeah, well, it was, and just so everyone knows, it was a split decision loss to the other guy. So Matt lost, but a lot of people have said robbery and thought that you won that. And I agree. I think that you won that, or at the very least should have been a draw, because the first round was super close. Could have gone either way, but I thought you had it. But second round, you easily won, and he got a standing 8 count.
2.
Yeah.
Right?
And it was like, that was the frustrating part, because you landed a shot, he was rocked, and the ref stepped straight in and stopped it and gave him a standing 8 count. Usually, you let it go for a bit, and you would have had a chance to, while he was rocked, have another crack at him and see if he can finish it. But that didn't happen, so that was a little bit annoying. And then the last round, I think Zach got you just because you were tired as dog.
The third round was way closer than I remember it being on the night after watching it again on TV.
I watched some bits of the last round last night, and I thought, oh, that's where he won it. And then I watched it just now. Well, you guys weren't watching, but I was sneaky watching. And yeah, I thought it was much better than I thought it was. But yeah, that's the only part of the fight that I had with, is that hit, and then he immediately got the referee in there. But
and also you hit him one real good one, and his mouth guard fell out, and then there was about 20 seconds between mouth guard in and starting the fight again.
Yeah.
So, which is like, if you're hit hard, that's invaluable. Like, he fully snapped his neck sideways
Multiple times,
yeah, I'm all right with the mouth
Two
guard
big lefts
thing.
in a row.
I can understand them trying to keep
He
it
definitely
a bit of safety.
definitely didn't look like Zach spat it out intentionally, but it came out accidentally.
No way. There's no way he spat that out. I just don't think. There was I think it was like a couple of shots, and I saw.
Yeah, you
I
could see
didn't
his
even
head snapped sideways and then flew out.
I didn't even see it come out. It just he just he immediately just panicked and pointed like, my mouth guard's gone.
Yeah,
and yeah, but yeah, that's it. Yeah, that was the only thing that referee stepped in there.
And that's another thing too.
Sorry to cut you off. Seeing the referee jump in so quickly like that, and then only a couple of fights later, see a fight where I think it was Pub Ammo was just getting hit and hit and hit, and just, he's dangling everywhere, and I'm like. And then I was like, oh man, you need to step in now. Like, the guy's getting absolutely like destroyed. And I was like,
no consistency.
Yeah, no consistency. But I'm not going to.
I wonder if they had a go at the ref after your fight.
I don't know.
I wonder if they were like, you stopped that too soon.
Yeah, but once again, I won't take away
And
from.
then he got all salty. He's like, fine, I won't stop it at all.
I want him ref. But no,
Poor guy, man, that was rough to watch.
I won't take away from Zach, because if I was going to win clearly, I would have won clearly, and
Zach did very well.
What
What
a very good
What a bloody guy.
Yeah, such a legend, Zach.
Man,
congrats to
Which
Zach.
is such a shame. Like, Brizzy and Knuckles were lovely blokes last year. Zach was a lovely bloke this year. It'd be so fun to fight someone that's just fuckwit.
Well, I was hoping there was somebody who was a quite a and everyone could just get behind the good guy. But dude, if you go out the back there and you meet all those guys, like we met Rob Sutherland from Better Blokes, the Bloke Vice guys. Absolute legend. The day before, we just went to the tavern. I was there. I didn't really know anyone, and he was like immediately, "Hey man, come over here. This is my family," and introduced me. He was just such a nice dude. The little community of the podcast is very good.
Did you try?
Try. Yeah, no one want to. Andrew Hamilton, the guy Brizzy fought in the main event. He was an absolute legend.
Liam from Inspired Unemployed. He's a good guy.
Yeah, met Liam at the
Could box too.
Yeah.
Man, he was very good, very quick.
Yeah, Liam was there. We met him at the me and James met him at the press conference, and then we had a little chat on the night as well. He's a good dude as well. Good looking too. Who else?
They're all good. Blokes.
Yeah, they're all good. It's Kyle from Offsem Podcast who trained with Zach. He was another good dude. He's here to fight Lattimore. Poor guy, but he put it up pretty well against an NRL player. So
Marty and I partied with bikies.
We finished the night just sitting with these random rebel bikie boys, legends, and just it's weird way down the night. But and Paulie was having a good time. So cool. Just it was a fun night after.
The whole afterward, like the first 45 minutes after the loss thing, I was pretty down about it, and then then the night just sort of kicked off, and everyone was just legends. I don't know, you just move on, and it was good.
I feel like it's better because you didn't let anyone down, you didn't let yourself down, you fought really well. That second round was one of the most convincing rounds of the whole night. Man, you were dropping him. But anyway, it just sucks because I love Zach, but Personally, I think you won the fight.
I'm glad Marty didn't have a chance to put money on it.
Yeah, thank God. I was ready to drop like 10 grand.
Yeah,
I was going to put a bit on too.
That was
That would have changed the whole theme of the night.
But yeah, and then they had this after party at the casino. Now I remember the after party last year being a bit rough. Like it was hard to get into. It was hard to mingle with anyone. It was just tough days. But I don't know. This year was a lot better.
Well, we had that section that we were able to go to as well.
Yeah, this year they had all your table is all in the section, and we had a back room for the fighters, and yeah, it was good. We got up on stage, and man, their Alpha Blokes crowd is just holy. They just love them.
Yeah,
it was incredible.
Yeah.
Matt was going like this heaps at the crowd.
And pulling his shirt up and shit.
I got up there with my phone and I filmed a bit.
Yeah. Positioned himself near the OnlyFans.
If I was filming the crowd and I was thinking, God, this crowd is wild. And then out of like the crowd, this dude just comes pushing through into the front. It's Aaron. And he's just like,
Yeah, Aaron's such a legend.
Yeah, he was just loving it. He was just having a good time.
Yeah, so there you go, man. Are you happy you did it?
Yeah, very happy I did it.
Now, no more dominoes.
I already had dominoes.
Yeah, that's it. One and done.
But it wasn't good. So yeah, I don't know. I'll probably
So how much weight did you lose before the
I
fight?
lost 11 or 12 kilos.
Yeah.
Something like that.
What are you going to do now? Because
Fuck, I don't know. There is a void.
do
I
you
don't
still
know.
want a box?
Yeah, man, if it's next year and they say, do you want to do it again?
What if they say, what if they want you to fight Michael?
Yeah, right.
Kind of nice doing it because then you can
Who
just
would
chill.
win? That'd be interesting.
No, because you want to. This is the one thing that was really hard about fighting Zach is he was such a nice guy.
Yeah, Michael teases you all the time.
No, it's not.
Look at that face.
It's not. It's your best friend. That's way better than
He's
being
more
a nice
than that.
guy.
Too.
Yeah.
He's your wife.
Yeah.
You're like a little old married couple the way you two bicker.
I don't think Michael will want to do it either.
You'd start arguing during the fight.
I personally, there's a few things. Personally, I think Michael should do it again. He has this fitness brain in him at the moment that can't be stopped, and I think he would be even better than what he was.
Yeah, true. He trains his ass
Yeah,
off,
and if he puts the same mindset to boxing training as he is to what he's doing now, he's I reckon he'd be very good. Would I do it again? I think, yeah. I reckon I'll have one more crack at it, I reckon.
But you don't want to do it just casually, boxing.
Oh,
casually?
sorry. Yeah, no, I definitely want to just keep it up. I'm going to stay at the gym and and I'm going to do just do a few classes and still spar on Saturdays. I find it quite fun.
Oh, man. Good on you, dude. That's
and
hot.
and I'll talk with Jerry about maybe doing some maybe just once every now and then just doing some one-on-ones.
Call out Paul Gallen.
Yeah, fucking Paul Gallen. Paul Gallen.
So funny to watch that. Man, so speaking of call outs, so the very Brizzy, the guy that, I fought last year, he was main event. He won, and
Good win too.
He's called me out at the end. So I don't know. I'm 50-50 on whether I do it or not. Like it's it's the training and the time commitment is just the only thing. It's such a time commitment, and it's just so painful. And a couple of months out before the fight, we have to start dialing back the videos that we do in case we get injured. So it affects like everything. So I don't know. I was kind of hoping to be a one and done with that, but we'll see. Never say never.
I'm just going to put my opinion on it. I think you should do it. I think because you're just what it does to you, and I think this time you'll be even more dedicated. Plus, you're going to have me, Michael, James who do it. Luke was jumping in, sparring. You're going to have so many people who want to train with you as you're going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon do it. And I have this weird fantasy of if Michael says yes and I get one more opportunity at it, what if all three of us are doing it? It'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, if all three of us are doing it, I'd definitely do it. But if I'm the only one, that's going to be...
There you go, boys. So if all three of us get a fight, then Marty will do it. And James too. I want James to fight. It. I want to see James's rig out.
Mildly tempted.
Even if he has to be a card,
explosive.
even he has to be a card girl, I don't care. I'd love to see James jump in there. It'd be good.
Yeah, that would be fun. Eh?
Yeah, it would be fun.
Oh, well, that's You should be bloody proud of yourself, Bran. You did us all proud the whole podcast. And Matt 2.0 has arrived. He's a new man.
So much better.
He's not whinging about little niggling things.
I'm not.
My elbow hurts.
So everything
now you
is
can
sore.
put your body through that, and you're going to be fine.
Everything is sore. My arms, shoulders, and back are.
That's
Trust
muscle.
me. Yeah, they're all muscle. It's all muscle.
That's good. That's growth.
Hey, but I came out. You pointed this out to me. I came out.
You did come
that
out.
whole fight clean.
Yeah.
I didn't. I was looking for bruises and because I remember getting hit one time and my head sort of flew up.
Did not look like you lost the fight. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, sparring. I told you, man. The sparring would be harder than the fight. I told you. Why are you surprised? I told you that information.
I don't think he told me in a more convincing way.
Come on, man.
He didn't. It wasn't convincing. He was like, "Oh no." You like,
Yeah, man, I was like, dude, there's no way Zach's going to be hitting this
it's
hard.
not convincing enough.
Matt wants a reference list every time you tell him something.
But I am sorry for everyone who did buy that pay-per-view and couldn't watch it at the time that was happening. Man, I saw
fault.
I know, but I just feel bad for our ringworm fans.
Yeah. You can watch it now. You can still like go back and watch the whole thing, but it's not the same.
Because a whole bunch of you messaged me and said you were you couldn't see it and you were feeling down about it. But yeah, and I know you got to watch it in the end. But I'm sorry about that.
All right.
Sorry.
Well, look, we're gonna end the episode. We've got some footage of the Browns' progression through this. Yeah, like I said, just a real dumb piece of when this all started. Just a loser, a piece of sleeping 15 hours a day, come home and pump bread and peanut butter and just lie there screaming, telling us to off whenever we came there, and then just watching that transformation to who he is now.
Hey, this is like
things were true.
This is your fault. You let me get here. You didn't say anything about it. You didn't say anything about how I was until I had lost it. Until I had changed.
It was gradual.
You're the worst friend.
Anyway, enjoy, and next week we'll be back with Michael and back to our regular podcast. Sorry again, and sorry website members, uncut episode coming in a couple of weeks. All right, sorry.
Marty's
the best.
We're not
Sorry.
really the best, but we're like at the moment we're not.
We
will
lost.
be
We're
next
not the
week.
best,
Yeah,
but we're close.
We're average at the moment.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We're the average.
We're the average sorry.
How are you feeling? I want to vomit. I've never seen you so sweaty. Yeah, I know. I feel like, when putting your hand on your head, just all the sweat's coming down under your gloves and it's just flying. Yeah, look at that condensation. Rain. Look at the dome. Wet dome. I just did my first sparring session. It was the last one of the year, so I wanted to get in quick and get one done, and just got the punched out of me. So that was fun. I wanted to quit at one point. I was just relentless hits to the head. I hope there's some improvement in the future, otherwise I'm going to get battered pretty bad. 19 weeks out from the fight. It's almost Christmas. I had a PT session with Dan Hill, the Australian champion, today. That was heaps of fun. Picked me apart for all the issues I have. But no, it was really good. He helped with footwork and technique a lot, and yeah. Well done, Brown. Well done. So the guy who was coaching me, Dave, has unfortunately moved on from boxing. So I've had to be given a new coach. So Jerry has stepped in from Nitro. Yeah, I got to spar him today. Jerry's a heavyweight pro, and I'm terrified of him. And he's hit me a few times. It was scary. Just finished another session with Jerry. My trainer, and we're now 12 weeks out from the fight, so we're going to ramp up training a little bit more now, which is exciting.
I just love it. Hello, it's just say it's a friend of a friend.
Yeah, 11 weeks out, and yeah, it's starting to get close. It's fun. I got Jerry training me, showing me a few new things, especially on how to defend. I think hitting things is somewhat simple to learn. It's the defense that I find that's the hardest thing. But I'm getting there.
See you dropping that hand here.
Yeah.
Makes me want to hook every time.
Yeah, right. Jerry loves to cause pain, loves his little cardio burns and his little tricks, but it is all for the better. I feel like I'm much more fit, although I'm still falling over at every session. But yeah, getting excited yet nervous as it gets a little bit closer. The boys are going away to LA for a few weeks, so it'll just be me on my own.
Kick it.
Matty popped you to the face.
That's $50.
Five seconds.
Don't do that.
Time.
I just got done with sparring. I sparred Jerry, and he's terrifying. Boxing's a different sport. I've never trained anything like this before. Yeah, I feel like I'm the fittest I've ever been in my life. Just finished sparring, and I've copped a bloody big shiner. Oh, so that's gonna be funny in the morning, I guess. Brown is back, and he's better than ever. Just finished another Monday. My black eye's still hanging around. It's not as bad as it was, but man, it still hangs around. 7 weeks. Had a little spar session today with one of the guys from Nitro. He hit me straight in the nose. The shiner's starting to heal up, which is good. Like 6.5 weeks, 7 weeks still. And I got to spar Jerry this afternoon. Jerry loves sparring me. He let me hit him as much as I could for a bit. But he's such a pro, he can just sort of hit me and dodge me whenever he wants, so.
You got this, come on.
Run, boy.
Keep your hands up.
My weight has come down heaps, so I think I was at I don't know if I've spoken about my weight, but I was at 107 when I sort of started this towards the end of last year, and now I've dropped it all the way down to, I think I'm at 98 at the moment, so that's exciting. 5.5 weeks left. Jerry just had me in for a session, but it was just sprints. There was no boxing, no. I got sweat wire. There's no boxing, no nothing, just sprints on the assault bike. Well, I just finished another session with Jerry. Got to do some sparring. He went a bit harder than usual, which was fine. It was okay. I got some shots on him a bit, which made me feel good, but then he made me pay with like 4 shots to my head. But I think I'm getting better. "19 days left. I've dropped weight, which is great, and I'm feeling good. Still feel like I'm feeling very confident, but man, I sparred Marty the other day, and he's so good at boxing. It like destroys my confidence a bit. But hopefully, sparring with Marty will just make me better." Sorry. I get too close. Final week of training, it's getting down to the nitty gritty. So training, I think it's going to be every day this week, and then they're all going to be hard sessions. I just finished the Monday session. So we're about 12 days from fighting.
We're here at the Gold Coast Convention Centre. We're on our own. Yeah. Me and Matt are Marty and Michael today because Michael's still in hospital.
Here we go.
How you feeling?
Yeah, good. Confident.
Hell yeah. Here we are in the stadium. That's Matt. See Matt right there? He's listening. Look at him listening. Look at him trying to listen.
It's weird being on the other side of the camera and having people look at you, not just the back of your head. So, yeah, keen.
Fucking far up.
Yeah, are we ready to go? I'm excited. It's going to be fun. We're going to get in there first and we're going to put on a show.
Good. How's training been? Are you ready? Have you been lifting things, or have you actually been putting in the work?
Yeah, I've been training pretty hard. I've put about 12 kilos. Yeah, I did miss a fair bit, but yeah, I got married, went to America, but feel good. Should be right.
What was his name?
Whatever your name is. what you just said then. Yeah, ready to go. Ready to go.
No, I'll just go. Just, yeah,
From stadium. Who's looking forward to this 7-man blindfold fight? Odyssey day of the fight. You can see Matty in the background warming up. Hectic day, his first fight of the night, so he's just getting everything ready. A little bit nervous, not as nervous as me and Marty, but confident. Nervous, but confident. Up the ground.
Ready. Alright, it's nearly time. Alright, the Brown is 15 minutes away. He's swarmed up, he's ready, he's a bit nervous, quite tense, you can tell. 3 rounds, 2 minutes, fucking ready. So, nervous and excited.